That's not a weak lats problem. That's not a weight problem. That's a you don't know your weak point problem. And by the end of this video, you would know exactly which one is yours. Here's the truth about pull-ups that nobody really tells you. Pull-up isn't one movement. It's a chain. It's 4 links. And it only takes one weak link to stop the whole thing dead. Most men who can't do a pull-up spend months training their lats harder, maybe their biceps, maybe just generally trying harder. And they get nowhere because they've diagnosed themselves completely wrong. Right, go grab a pull-up bar, door frame bar, park bar, gym bar. Wherever you've got, whatever you've got, you haven't got one in the next 30 seconds, bookmark this, go get one, and come back, or at least press pause. I'm about to give you 4 tests. Each one kind of isolates a different weak link in the chain. And by the end, and I mean at the end of the tests, not the end of this video, you will know exactly where you're failing. This isn't a vague guess, it's a specific diagnosis. And honestly, this is the video I wish someone had made me watch. Way before I started wasting months and months of training, the absolute wrong thing to try and get to where I am now, where I'm doing lots of pull-ups. So let's get into it. At 20 years, I've been coaching men. I'm level 4 qualified, and I've put hundreds of blokes through pull-up progressions from absolutely 0 reps to sets of 10, sets of 20, and beyond. And the single most common mistake I see is training hard without knowing where the actual breakdown is. So today we're running a diagnostic, not a workout, a diagnostic. There's 4 tests, clear, pass or fail on each. And at the end, I'll give you the exact fix for whichever one you fail. So 1 broken link is all it takes. Let's find yours. The chain has 4 links. Now link 1 is the grip and hang endurance. Can you hold the bar long enough to even attempt a rep? So link 2 is scapular control. Can you initiate the movement correctly before your elbows are even thinking about bending? Link 3, pulling strength. Once you've started to initiate the movement, can you actually drive yourself through the full range and get in your chest and your chin above that bar? Link 4 is body tension. Can you stay tight enough that your strength transfers into upward force rather than leaking out through swinging or collapsing? Most men have one dominant weak link. We're going to find yours in the next 4 sets. So test 1 on the bar. Let's go. The dead hang test. On the bar, arms completely straight, full extension. Now pull your shoulders down and back, not shrugging up to pressing them towards your back pockets. You should feel the whole shoulder girdle engage. Hold it. And how long can you stay there? Under control and actively engage. Under 20 seconds, grip is your weak link. Full stop. The pull-up will never happen if your hands fail before your pulling muscles even warm up. You're essentially trying to build a house on sand or mud. 20 to 45 seconds, your grip is kind of workable, but shoulder stability may be the issue. Pay close attention to the next test. And over 45 seconds, grip is not your problem. Move on. Completed it, mate. Oh. The fix for weak grip, by the way, is embarrassingly simple. Dead hangs every day. That's it. 3 sets. As long as you can hold, 4 weeks, and you'll score doubles. Don't overthink it. Just do it. Let's crack on. Right, back on the bar, your dead hang. Now, without bending your elbows at all, pull your shoulder blades down and together. You should rise about maybe an inch or two. Try it. Right, I'll wait. Right, doing that, if you couldn't rise at all, scapular control is your weak link. That's the initiation of the pull-up. It fires before the elbows even get into the movement. And without it, you're trying to pull yourself up with your arms while your shoulder blades float around like they're on holiday. Don't do that. This is the problem you've got. If you are not getting scapular control, that's where you are. Right, if you rose but couldn't hold 3 seconds, scapular endurance. You've got the motor pattern, but not the strength to sustain it. So the fix, scapular pull-ups, is a daily drill now. 3 sets of 10. This single movement unlocks the pull-up initiation for more men than any other exercise. And let's face it, not many people are actually doing it. Next is the inverted row test. Now I do this with some TRXs. If you've got a low bar on a squat rack or a Smith machine, you can do it on there, or if you've got rings, or hell, if you've got a sturdy table, you can do this. Ideally, you want the body roughly at 45 degrees, but the more horizontal, the harder. And you're going to pull your chest to the bar or the table or the rings or the TRX. You're going to drive your elbows back. We want 10 clean reps. Let's see if I can do it. Oh, nailed it. Right, if you can't do 10, pulling strength is your limiter here to do the pull-ups. You need volume, progressive overload, and time. Fixable, but it all takes work. Now, if you're doing 10 reps, but the elbows are flaring wide, lat engagement is specifically your issue. Wide elbows mean you're pulling with your biceps and rear delts, but your lats have kind of left the building here. The lat pulls elbows down and back. If yours aren't doing that, you're leaving your strongest pulling muscle completely out of the movement. Right, the last one, we're on the floor. Your arms are extended overhead. Your legs are straight and lower back is pressed into the floor. And you've got to hold it. This is nailed. This is one of my favourites, but it's also one of the worst ones. And yes, you may be shaking like a shitting dog, but the whole point is full body tension. There we have it. Can you hold that for 20 seconds with absolutely no daylight under your lower back? So if you can't hold that, body tension is your weak link. And this is the most underestimated problem in the pull-up. Full stop, like nothing else there. Here's why it matters more than most people realise. Your strength doesn't transfer through a soft body. If your core can't create full body tension, every ounce of pulling force that you can generate leaks out through swinging body, dropping your hips, and collapsing your legs. You could have the grip of a climber and the lats of a gymnast, but if the core goes offline, you're not getting over that bloody bar. Ow, flipping out, I really wish I hadn't demoed that. Oh, so the fix is, as you probably guessed it, hollow body holds daily. Start with knees bent if the legs are straight too hard. Build to 30 seconds, then 45. 2 weeks of this, and watch what happens to your pull-up attempt. So what did you find? Grip failure, your foundation is missing. Dead hangs before anything else. Don't train pull-up movements until you can hang for 45 seconds. You wouldn't build a house without foundations, right? Same principle. See, your scapular failure, your initiation is broken. Scap pull-ups every single session. Pull-up starts here and yours isn't starting at all. Then you've got your row test. You need pulling volume, pulling strength. So rows, rows, and rows. Make them harder every 2 weeks. Horsepower isn't there yet. So let's build it. And then a hollow body, hold, failure. Your strength has nowhere to go. This is the highest leverage fix for men who are close, but can't get there. Fix the tension and your existing strength immediately becomes more effective. If you failed more than one, kind of prioritize in that exact order: grip first, then scapular, then pulling, then tension. Because you want to build the chain from the bottom up. And now here's kind of the reframe I want you to take from this. You don't have a vague problem anymore. You kind of got a specific one. And specific problems have specific solutions. And we are being specific about everything here. Now with this, you should know where to aim. Let's go fix it. Here's what this test actually reveals beyond the physical. Most men avoid this kind of honest self-assessment. They train around weak points rather than into them. They do the movements that they're already kind of decent at and wonder why nothing ever changes. They stay comfortable and call it training. What you just did, like you would with your car, you ran a proper diagnostic, finding the gap and looking at it clearly. And that is kind of the hardest thing you could do. It takes more courage than just turning up and grinding through a session that doesn't challenge your actual weak points. Because every weakness you identify and own is no longer owns you. The Spartan Power Plan is built on exactly this principle. 16 weeks of targeted, progressive, honest development structured around identifying where you are and building systematically from there. It's not random training. It's not comfortable training. It's the right training in the right order with a brotherhood of men doing exactly the same work beside you. So there's a link in description. You can get the first 2 weeks completely free of our Spartan Power Plan. Give it a try. And then, who knows, you might want to try it a bit more. Applications are open now. And if you're not ready for the full program yet, come into the free Spartan Power Plan Brotherhood. It's a Facebook group. Who uses Facebook now, right? The men in there are having this exact conversation right now. Come and find your people. Again, the link is in the description. Now, if it helped, like it, subscribe, you know what to do. I want to also know where your results were. Pop it in the comments. Which test did you fail? Grip, scapular, rows, hollow hold. I want to know. And if the comments are full of the same answer, well, that's the next video sorted for everybody. So the Spartan Power Plan and the Free Brotherhood are in the description. See you in the next one. Let's find those weaknesses. Let's fix those weaknesses. That's the work.